I never appreciated your ability to grow into thick, resilient strands, black as India ink. I used to bleach you so frail, shave you clean under the harsh summer sun, and once in high school, I didn't wash you for 10 weeks straight because I thought, man, it would have been so cool to be the first Chinese kid in Chicago with dreadlocks. That's a true story. So, when you started to recede, my worries flew up the family history of hair. Recalling Grandpa's patterned baldness, how Mom's whole head turned white like an ivory star before she was 20, and how Uncle Etienne used to call Dad Silvermane for the white bolt streaking across the back of his head, which he always boasted was a sign of his brilliance. Though I thought over the years you would slowly vanish, I always pictured you eroding over the decades like a wounded beach. Never thought I'd see you disappear completely in chemotherapy's turbulent flash fires. After the first week of treatment, I stood in the bathtub, pulling you out in tiny clumps like I was unraveling the string my head was made from. Wiping off an eyebrow felt like holding a handful of my bloody teeth. Wiping off the other half like looking back at the car crash and wondering if I really survived it. And it was never the x-rays, or the blood tests, or the sinister words like malignant that broke me. It was when I saw you strewn across the bathroom floor that I began to pray to God, to night, to any mouth in the darkness. If I am to be devoured completely, please swallow me faster than one hair at a time. I would like you to know that every day I would still shampoo your naked scalp out of habit. In memorial for your shortened life, my fingers would pay respects to 1,000 of your gravestones every morning. And maybe this was my ritual to call you back, on my knees, white as the sheet I feared they'd lay over me, an atheist praying for regeneration in cupfuls of hair. How many nights did I run my finger along the rim of my head searching for your return? How many deserts did I cross in my mind? Years after, I still catch myself carelessly running my fingers through your nest to see if you've held against the wind. Promise to never shave you clean for every comb that resembled a baptism. Your patchwork emergence was a flight of blackbirds returning home in the spring, so I tattooed this black star on my wrist to remind myself of the beauty of what was barren and reclaimed. I am so sorry for never appreciating how stoically you would fit to my scalp, for never understanding how tenderly you would tuck under a baseball cap. But penance comes with every instance my heart surrenders to the commonplace. How I imagine brushes as silver-plated. Think of donating hair for wigs as an act of extraordinary mercy. How my girl runs her fingers through your tips like wet grass. How sometimes I break down. Even today, when I catch your reflection in the mirror, I can't help but mouth the words, welcome